Howdy, my name is Dylan Bone, and one day I'm going to rule the world. Now, instead of telling you how I'm going to do that, everybody always likes to talk about how. I'm going to tell you why I want to. Now, this story begins in 2016, an eventful year to say the least. By the end of it, I hope you'll join me in our quest for world domination. And it's a fun story, if not just a curious one, given that up until that point, I had always wanted to be an engineer. I was good at working with my hands, being creative, but it all changed that year when a storm of events pushed me into politics. Now, first, we have to back up a few years to my younger days. I had always loved Legos. I loved playing with Legos. I had thousands and thousands of them. They were scattered about my house. They'd sometimes make their way to my school, much to the chagrin of both my parents and my teachers. As I got older, I transitioned into Minecraft, and now that is a sandbox block game that gives the player a world of possibilities. And I loved it. I always had a clear vision of what I wanted to build. I never really worried about politics or philosophy or even higher thoughts. And because of this, I assumed I was an engineer. Or so I thought. August of 2015 was an interesting time. I was a sophomore in high school. I was going into school thinking about getting good grades and driving school. But sophomore year was interesting because that's the year that I took World History 2. Now, World History 2, I had always liked history. So I was going into this class and I said to myself, I'm going to like this class. But I had never seen history as much more than just a conglomeration of unrelated events. World History 2 was different. It was modern history. It went from the 1700s to modern day. And it told the story as a seamless story, rather than just a bunch of stories. And while that was happening, 2016 election was happening. And so all of a sudden, I was surrounded on all sides by politics and philosophy and history. And I loved it. Now, how does this relate to world domination? Well, because of these things, I began to focus more on philosophy and history, and specifically how artificial intelligence would affect both. I began to create my own theories and thoughts, and I came to the conclusion that it would be my duty to help transition the world and society into the age of automation. And so one day I will be president, and I will be there to help transition us all. Now, I don't necessarily want to dominate. Maybe world domination was the wrong word to use. In fact, this reflects more on my own change in philosophy. From somebody that wanted to batter things into place as if it were just a toy, to somebody that recognized that the world is a group of individuals, a very large group, but still a group of individuals that are to be led, not dominated. And so, in the future, I hope to be president, and I hope to lead us on a journey to the future. Thank you.